Salutations, stallions and stallionettes. Worry not about my hair and give a fuck not about what I wear. We have a bigger issue, the core. I do need to step forward, even though I just slid back, and bring this to everyone's attention. The core is not only not a step forward in quality control, but also now, in my experience, a step back, which is incredibly surprising. The Microsoft Core, which launched a week and a half ago, I do have a comprehensive review as well as a teardown, a look at the internals side by side with the OG Elite Series 2 we've had since November of 2019. Surprise, surprise, the components inside are identical. This was delivered late last night. This is not the core controller that was reviewed or disassembled. This is a brand new controller which came out of this box last night. I purchased this controller because the out-of-the-box stick drift continued to get worse on the core controller, even after I used software programs to tighten up the dead zones and then even physically clean the thumbstick modules. All I had done with that controller was get about 12 hours of stick time and get out my initial review. This Core Series 2, which was delivered last night, has not even been played with, has not been synced up to my Xbox, and there is no need to, because guess what? It feels like there is a sack of gravel, like there's a whole rock quarry in this left analog stick. Not only does this have out-of-the-box stick drift, but check this out. This is a brand new controller. Here's what really reaches around and tugs my Ragnarok is the fact that I had no issues with quality control on my Elite Series 1, which I fully tore down and reassembled 4 or 5 times to customize it. Ended up giving that to my friend who uses it to this day. I've owned 2 Elite Series 2, neither of which have had any issues whatsoever, but yet I've had out-of-the-box stick drift on 2 core controllers now. And like I mentioned during my initial review of the core controller, which if you haven't seen, it is the most comprehensive review of that controller you will find on this video platform. It is linked in the description below. During that review, I did mention this was the first controller I had ever experienced out-of-the-box stick drift with, which is insane because statistically, accidentally by now, with how many controllers I've had my greasy gamer mitts wrapped around, I should have experienced a lot more out-of-the-box stick drift. She's my first, and now this is my second. Guess what? Same model of controller. I'm not sure if it's a logistic problem, as I did order both of these controllers through Amazon. Perhaps the boxes are becoming crushed or damaged, but they don't appear to be damaged from the outside. So I do believe that it is quality control as these controllers leave the Microsoft assembly plant. And here's my tinfoil hat theory about why Elite controllers have such bad quality control in comparison to every other Pro, custom, or premium controller on the market. Well, for one, they sell more by a large margin. We're talking about pushing fat volume because it's a first-party controller. It's sold at Walmart, Best Buy, right there in the video game aisle. People that don't even know that Pro or custom controllers exist, they just think that the Elite is the only Pro controller out there. It's just become synonymous for being known as the Pro controller to casual gamers. 2, unlike these custom controller companies, AIM, Scuff, Battle Beaver, that start with a licensed factory Microsoft OEM controller and then disassemble it, add their rear buttons or paddles, clicky triggers, mechanical face buttons, swappable thumbsticks, and then reassemble it, they actually have a real human, a man or woman, on the assembly line testing those controllers before they put it in the box and send it out to you. With the Elite controllers, I'm almost 110% positive. I'd be shocked and appalled if this is not how it's done. These are assembled by machine, just like a standard Xbox One controller, because they are produced in volume. Hypercinch, Evil, Battle Beaver, Mega Mods assemble these controllers, test them, and send them out. With the Elite controllers, they are treated just like any other standard, what is currently $50 on Amazon, Xbox One or Series controller, which they now call the Core line, the Xbox Core controllers. Just a quick visual confirmation that this is not the same Elite 2 core controller that was reviewed and disassembled. As you can see, the rubberized grips are in mint condition on each side, as where I slightly damaged the rubberized grips during the disassembly video. So this is a brand new core controller. And it's Friday, September 30th. And my heart rate's pretty elevated because I'm making a video and I'm spiced up about the quality control. Other than that, this controller's in mint condition. There's no stuck face buttons, no broken bumpers, but it's completely unplayable because the left analog stick, check this out, I gotta use damn near my full strength to press it up. Right now I'm pushing hard. You can tell by the resistance on my finger. Boom. Now it's just stuck up. This is silly. You might want this though. This is kind of like cruise control. Maybe you're playing a game that requires a lot of running. For example, the pedestrian simulator Death Stranding is you can just set your analog stick on cruise control. It doesn't have adaptive cruise control. So if an NPC walks out in front of you, you will collide with them. Be careful. This is ridiculous. And this is what really spritzes lemon juice on my clam. Microsoft is claiming they are using refined parts or internal components. We already know that is completely incorrect. They have extended the warranty from 3 months to a year. When the Series 2 launched in 2019, up until about a year ago, it only carried a 3-month warranty. Now the Core, as well as the OG Series 2, have an extended 1-year warranty, which is good, but still not great. There are custom controller companies that offer better, but it seems like you're gonna need it, and you're gonna need it quick, because this is day one. This is a day one out-of-the-box problem, which literally should not be happening for a controller in the $130 price point. This is a premium or pro controller that does deserve some type of hands-on human interaction or quality control at the factory, which they are clearly not getting, because in an unpaid intern could grab this controller off the assembly line and be like, hey, Jerry, I think we got an issue, bud. This left thumbstick stays stuck to the high C's. So what's next? I'm going to return this core and continue to get another unit, another controller, another gamepad over and over until I get a working core controller. Hopefully it's not going to be a long expedition or adventure. It should just be like buying a controller. But I personally can proclaim right here, right now, that not only is there not enhanced quality control on the core, which is the midlife refresh of the Elite Series 2, is using identical internal components. I'm going to sign off the video on this sentiment. A subscriber dropped a comment down there in the comment section, which I absolutely loved, and I told him or her that I was going to use it from now on. They called the core controller a refill. That's how Microsoft is treating it. It slots in $80 more expensive than a standard controller, which is $50. Cores at $130 with no accessories or components because Microsoft assumes you've already bought the $180 Elite Series 2. It's developed stick drift or broken over time, and you have what they now call the component pack, or you can piecemeal by bit on Amazon to get just the accessories you need. Currently, Team Green would like their customers to treat the core controller as a refill. It doesn't have modular swappable thumbstick modules like we've seen with the Thrustmaster eSwap series or the Astro C40. I almost said A40. That's their headset line. The C40, that's their controller with the swappable modules. And they don't have magnetic Hall effect sensors in the thumbsticks like we've seen with the Ghoulie Kit or the SteelSeries Stratus Duo, which I've reviewed on this channel. So this is the best offering from Microsoft, is to buy a $130 controller versus buying $30 replacement modules like Sony's going with their new Pro controller, or by pulling a true Pro consumer move and installing magnetic Hall effect sensors on the thumbsticks that would never get stick drift, not in your lifetime. Yes, your battery life would degrade over time. Yes, some connectors might get loose and need resoldering, but you wouldn't have to worry about your thumbstick modules. But what you can do is buy a refill. So my Pez dispenser is empty, and I'm going to continue to buy refill packs or kits to fill my empty Elite Series 2 accessory pack. I've got all these accessories, doodads, plugins, and bits, and no controller to connect them to. That's not really my issue, but that would be the average gamer's problem right now, having a broken controller out of the box. On a happier note, we've got plenty of controller reviews coming in the near future, a disassembly or teardown of the Valve Steam Deck, fully customizing that bad boy, as well as a project coming up with the Xbox Series S, which I haven't really touched that console in a while. Don't get me wrong, I played with it, but I haven't done any content around it. And I will see you Stallions and Stallionettes tomorrow. Proceed with caution. Watch out. Careful. It's a minefield out there of e-waste, slain controllers everywhere, 90% of them Elite controllers. If you enjoyed the video, liking it helps it to get seen by more gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well, which in turn helps me grow this little channel, which I do greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, as well as honest gaming product reviews, keyboards, mice, headsets, controllers, mics, chairs, etc. There are some hefty exclusive discount codes found only in the description of my videos and only for the audience here at Gamer Heaven. Check out Into the AM for some of the sickest looking and most comfortable cloth to ever grace my gaming giblets. If you don't want to be scorching your corneas with harmful blue light, check out Gamer Advantage, the only blue light glasses on the market that look sexy and actually work. If you're looking for a custom controller that'll blow the competition's tits back, AIM definitively has the best bang for buck or price to performance when it comes to Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch controllers. Nope, they don't do Switch, but they do gaming mice. I said doo-doo. I have links to all my other platforms and socials in the description below. If you need a quick laugh or blast of gamer adrenaline, check my short form videos out at TikTok. To get in touch with myself and the Stallions and Stallionettes of Gamer Heaven, join the community Discord, and check me out at twitch.tv where I go live every other leap year on a blue moon if it falls into an odd calendar number, and my pH balance is on point. Just kidding, starting June I'm going to be live streaming a lot. Thanks for watching. This has been AK40 Kevin hosting Gamer Heaven, and I'll see you tomorrow because I upload daily, all the time, 60% of the time, sometimes, most of the time. Peace.